ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. In this video, let us examine what is compassion. అంటే దయ అనగా ఏమిటి? See, when you feel that the other is more valuable than yourself, then that feeling is called compassion. The other appears to be more valuable than ourselves. So that is compassion. And what is love? When you sacrifice everything for the other, that is love. So now let us see how the compassion arises in a human being. See, there is a Zen story in this regard. So one rich man, very affluent man, was there. So he enjoyed everything in the world, and after enjoying all that what is available in the world, he has become disinterested in the worldly things and began to develop a kind of interest in knowing the divinity. He wanted to know how he can become enlightened. So he approached a Zen master and told him that he enjoyed everything in the world. Now he wants to get enlightened and he wants to contemplate on who I am. So, but because you are a master, you may give some technique to me, like meditation, to practice. But I tell you my weakness also. So please remember this before you choose to give any technique to me. See, my weakness is I cannot be persistent in anything which I pursue. So if you tell me to meditate, I may do it for some time and then I may stop it completely. I will not be able to do it to the extent it should be done. So this is my weakness. So I know it is wrong to drop in midway, but that is my weakness. I cannot continue my technique, whatever technique you give to me, indefinitely. So please show me some way keeping this in view. Then the master said, then it is very difficult, because to undo whatever you have done in the past, lot of effort is required in this regard. So, but anyhow, tell me one thing. What is the thing or activity in which you can absorb yourself completely, totally absorbed, totally involved, where you forget yourself? Is there any activity in your life like this? Please tell me. Then the rich man said, yes, I remember. The play of chess. So in that play, I involve myself totally and I forget myself also at times. So that is the only activity where I forget myself and completely absorbed. Then the master said, then it is okay. So he called for a monk. He is a disciple in his ashram. So the monk has come. That monk was in a cell and was meditating for the past 12 years, and he was a very young man. So the master called this monk and asked him to get a chessboard. So the monk brought the chessboard. So he told the monk, the master told the monk, see, you have to play the play of chess with this affluent rich person, this man. There is one condition. You have to play totally. Suppose if you are defeated, your head will be cut off with the sword available here. So, but don't get disturbed. Even if you are defeated and your head is cut off, after death you will go to heaven, because the master is going to cut off your head. Ultimately you will be reaching to the heaven after death. So don't get disturbed and play fully well. Then he turned to this rich man. You play the chess fully absorbed, totally involved. Suppose you lose the play to the monk, you will be, your head also will be cut off. But after death, I cannot promise you the heaven which I promised to the monk. You will go to the seventh hell after death. So remember this, play well, fully involved and totally absorbed in the play. Now start the game. Now the game started. The rich man has seen the monk. He is very innocent, he is just like a flower, very pure, his face. So the rich man thought he was so innocent, poor guy is going to meet the death. But at the same time, the rich man also initially was shivering, because it is a life and death game for him. In fact, he thought that he could escape because of this condition from the play. But because of his sportive spirit, he don't want to lose the game and escape from the game because of the death. So he decided to play the game and started. So the play was going on. So after he, affluent man, the rich man, started winning the game. So then when he is totally absorbed in the play, and then his eyes have become so involved completely, and then he looked up at the monk. Then the monk was so pure, so fresh, no tension, no anxiety, no necessity for him to play, no thought, so pure, just playing as per the command of the master. Doesn't have any inclination either to win or to lose. Just he is playing the game. A very serene game he is playing with no thought whatsoever. So this is what at that time the young man, the affluent man I mean, thought something happened in him after seeing the face and observing the play of the monk. Some inner doors have opened in the affluent man's consciousness. So some unknown feeling has arisen in him on the monk. So some kind of heavenly and divine feelings started happening, and he started developing compassion, feeling compassion for the monk. A poor chap, a great man. So his face is like a flower, so pure, so fresh. So some kind of unnecessarily he is going to be killed. So the affluent man felt compassion in him towards the other, the monk. So he felt so much blissfulness when that feeling of compassion arose in him towards the monk. some kind of benediction, that beatitude has arisen in the heart of the affluent man. The moment this compassion arose in him, the master reacted and responded, "The game is over. You both have won. Get up, stop the play." He turned to the affluent man and told him, "We have won the game." In fact, your winning, your success is more than the monk. The affluent man could not understand anything. So he requested the master how it had happened. What has happened? Then the master explained to the young man. You see, you took it as a life and death game, because I told you that your head will be cut off and you will be dead if you lose the game in the hands of the monk. So you have put your total attention on the play, because when death is hanging on your head, so all energies, your full potential of energy, you have displayed in the play. I have seen it, but I have never stopped you from the game at that moment. Though I know that your thoughts have stopped and you were totally absorbed in the game, you were, in fact, was in meditation and meditative mood with no thoughts. But I never asked you to stop at that moment. You see, whenever the death is imminent, it is a situation of emergency. So the meditation happened at the time of emergency will not be sustained and will be lost thereafter. So that's why, though you were in a meditative mood and in meditation with no thoughts in playing the game, I never asked you to stop at that moment. After that, what has happened in you is, you looked at the monk and that compassion has arisen in your consciousness. It has become very spontaneous. That compassion is so spontaneous. So the meditation, the ultimate flower of the meditation is compassion. So when compassion started flowering in your meditation, it is a spontaneous and natural meditation. So, it will never be lost. So, meditation and compassion has happened. So, the ultimate flower of meditation is only compassion. So, I waited till that moment. When it happened, that flower of compassion has happened, I asked you to stop the game. Because now, in your case, both the meditation and compassion happened. So, remember this story, follow this track, and get enlightened further and further in the quest of divinity. So, this is compassion. This is meditation. So, meditation, whatever type of meditation, whatever method you follow, it should result in the flowering of compassion towards the creation, towards the creation of that all merciful God. That is real compassion. Thank you.